clean the outside of the cup and the platter, but your inward parts is full of ravening and wickedness. Ye fools, did not he that made that which is without make that which is within also? But rather give alms of such things as ye have, and behold, all things are clean unto you.
You may be seated. Now, dealing with cleaning your spirit, cleaning your soul. The job for us as Christians is to make more Christians. To be fishermen of men, to go out and get others, to go out and clean up people, but we cannot go out and clean up people if the church is first not cleaned inside. So if you want to go outside somewhere to clean something, first you need to clean what's inside. What are you saying? The outside of the car could be looking spotless, but you got nothing but trash in the inside. I can look like somebody on the outside. I can dress in a suit. I can wear the nice clothes, the J's, the polo. I can wear it, but my insides could be tore up from the floor up. Do you understand me? You have people that come in the church. They are tore up. You worried about the clothes. You worried about the outer appearance, but you're not worried about the inner man. That's why we have so many misguided Christians, because now we come in the church, we just worried about what they got on, who came, how her hair's done, how his hair is cut, but we miss God, and we wonder why we are still in the same situation, and it seems like stuff is just getting worse and worse. Nothing is getting better. I'm getting bills on top of bills, no money, just lost my job, repo man, they just got my car. I mean, my kids are acting crazy. Can I relate to you? Do you understand what I'm saying? If you don't get the inner man clean, you can't go out nowhere and clean up nobody else. You need to learn how to close your mouth and let the man of God do his job. See, that's the problem. We don't want nobody to tell us nothing so we can get cleaned up. We come in church, we play church, we know we're in the shop because the music is playing, but we still run out to church going through hell and don't know how to come out because you're not in God. See, if you want to clean something up on the outside, that's good. Clean it up, because that's what's going to attract people. But if you clean up the outside, let the inside be even cleaner. Because when you got to get something to reel them in, but when you reel them in, you need to keep them there. And once I realize that you are not really what you say you are, I'm going to have to leave, because you're not going to help my life. You're not going to take me to where I need to go. See, it's a lot of people that we need to clean out our life. See, the reason why I'm saying is these people are in our life. They realize that God has a calling on our life. They realize that there is a blessing on our life, and we don't realize that the blessing is on our life yet. So what these people do, they start leeching off us because they see the calling of God is on your life. So what they do is they get on you, and God cannot bless you anymore because you won't clean these folks out your life. And if you don't clean them out, you're going to be brought down because you're not bringing them up to where you are. They are bringing you down. So if you don't clean them people out your life, it's gonna be a mess. You ever heard of calling somebody messy? Y'all ever heard of that? I know everybody heard of that. Messy, straight messy. They messy if they are not trying to take you to God. They are messy if they're not helping you to be a better person, meaning a better Christian. They messy if they are messing with your relationship with God. They are messy if all they do is raise hell. They are messy if they're not trying to do nothing with life but watch you. You better be careful who you have watching you, because you have people that watch you. You think they're your friend, but all they're there is to watch. They want to watch and see you fall. They waiting on to see you fall, but what they don't realize that you ain't fall yet. You still ain't gonna fall because God has his hand on your life. Because if you want to clean something up, you gotta go to the root of the thing. Because if you don't go to the root, you can't Because if you just chop the tree down, it can come back up. But if you put it up from the roots, can I talk to you? If you put it up from the roots, it has no more life. If you don't feed it, it has no more life. See, we can get something clean. We can get something clean, or we can get it dirty again. We can come out of a situation, but we can get back in it again. Sometimes you may come out of the situation, God still leave it there. But now what has happened, he has given you control over the situation. And since he gave you control over the situation, he keeps it there so you can stay humble. Because if he take it away, then you think you got it all together. Then he had to strip you back down, clean you back up, because you didn't let these folk get in your head. If you don't learn how to clean the inside of you out, the outer man I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what you look like. I don't care what suit you got on. I don't care what dress you got on. It ain't gonna make no difference if you go to hell or heaven. Because if it did, boy, we have a lot of people going there, but it don't work that way. It don't work that way. It don't work that way. If you want to clean something, you got to go to the root. You got to get everything out. You got to get it out. All that mess, everything you've been listening to. See, we don't realize that you let mess get in you every day. And see, when it's time for God to clean you up, he can't clean you up because you're so full of mess. Now that you are full of mess, you have closed your life off. And now that you have closed your life off, it's nothing but mess around you. And you trying to figure out why can't I hear God? See, when God was trying to talk to you, you kept letting mess fill you up. See, God's still talking to you, but then the mess start filling up. It start going over your head. Now I got you wrapped all up. See, you could hear God before the mess got all over you, but you didn't want to listen to the warning of God. See, you didn't want to listen to when your mama said, don't mess with her, don't mess with him, don't mess with her, don't mess with him. He no good, she no good, she can't do nothing for you. See, a lot of times we get them people in our life that we need to cut off. We need to clean them out of our life. Because I'm going to keep saying it over and over, because you cannot go nowhere with people that don't have a mind as you. If they don't have a mind to go somewhere, if they don't have a mind to have a clean life before God, that means your life is going to get dirty, because they're not trying to come to where you at. They want to pull you back just to prove that you really ain't a Christian. You ain't that saved. You ain't got it all together. You right, I ain't got it all together. But that's why I got grace and mercy over my life. Can I talk to you? That's why it's for us. It is for Christians, because I haven't read it yet. See, we get it mixed up. The Bible said God gives every man a measure of favor, but he does not hear the prayer of a sinner. I'm going to tell you again, God gives every man a measure of favor, but he does not hear the prayers of a sinner. Unless you're trying to be converted to come over here to be cleaned up from the inside out, God will not hear your prayer. But since you have faith, see, that's how faith works. See, if you clean everything up, you allow God to work in something, because he's not finna work in no mess. See, that's why a lot of times when you get in certain situations, you can't bring yourself out, because you put yourself there. But now it's time for God to bring you out. Yes, you put yourself there, but now God got to bring you out. The man was at the water. God gave him where he needed to be delivered at, but he couldn't even get in the water. He gave him what he needed to be healed, to walk again, but he couldn't even get in the water. Now he's talking about all the other people that came before him. Every time I tried to, I don't care. See, you're making an excuse because your arms still work. So you start pulling yourself. See, you let little things stop you from cleaning your life up just because I can't see no more. So you got a mouth. The Bible said there's life and death in the power of the tongue. It said you are snared by the words of your mouth. If you just speak right. See, See, if we learn how to get in that right place, see, we always at the wrong place, worrying about what everybody else doing. We want to be out all night. What if we was out all night thinking about God? What if we was out all night praying? What if we was out all night thinking about our brother and sister? Stop being so selfish. Learn how to get somebody else something. Because if you, how you expect God to do something for you and you can't do nothing for nobody else? It don't work like that. See, if you clean yourself up, it's not just about you getting clean. Because if you clean yourself up and you come from a messy situation, a family that went through nothing but troubles, and you make it out, you are a blessing to somebody else's life. Because now you give me hope. I see that you came out that abusive relationship. I see you came out that child molestation. I see you came out of homosexuality. I seen you came back. So since I seen you get cleaned up by God, what God do you serve? I need to know who you serve, because I need to be clean from the inside out. I need the power of God to move over my life. I know I've been through some trouble. I know I've been through some mess, but God still got me here. My car flipped over, and that God still got me here. So he's still trying to clean me up. That was just a sign. If you don't realize that God gives you signs, that you're here for a reason, because I believe this right here. If there wasn't a purpose for your life, you wouldn't have been born. You never thought of it that deep, did you? If it wasn't a purpose for your life, you wouldn't have been here. You would not be here. It wouldn't be no Joshua McCaskill. It wouldn't be no Pastor McCaskill. It wouldn't be no Minister Griffin, no First Lady, no Pastor Friday. It wouldn't be nobody. We wouldn't be here if we didn't have a purpose. See, what you got to do is find your purpose and let God clean you up so you can work in your purpose. Because a lot of times, see, the pastor is doing some good work. The minister is doing some good work. We're not called to do the same thing. We're not called to do the same thing because it don't work like that. Because what he can take, I might not can take it yet. God might build me up, but right now I cannot take it yet. See, we got to learn to stay in our place so God can just clean us up right here. Because so what we do now is we ordain ourselves to do stuff. Now we the pastor. Now we the first lady. Now we running the deacon board. Now we running things. But you still got mess going on. You still go everywhere raising all types of hell. And you say that God is in you, but you don't show no favoritism of God. You show no characteristics. All you show is dirt. That's why don't nobody want to come in the church. Because what they see, we see people in the church, we see, they sanctified, they know how to do this, they can do that, God use them. But as soon as they go out of church, they acting just like the folk in the world. And now I'm thinking, if I'm in the world, if he doing the same thing I'm doing, and all he do is go to church, ain't no purpose in me being a Christian. You messing up God's witness. Because now you done mess somebody's mind up, and they mind might not ever be converted. Now they finna go to hell because you didn't want to clean your life up, because you didn't want to be a living example, because you didn't want to show them who God is. Let me tell you something. You really need to clean your life up, because you might be the only Bible somebody read. I might tell you about God, but since you might not want to listen, I did my part, because the weight is off my shoulders. I let you know what Ezekiel 33 say. I let you know that you need to listen, get it together. See, this is not of God. See, people say a lot of times that we are judging them. Listen, let me tell you something. This is my job, because the simple fact that I have love and God is love, I don't want you to go to hell. I have just that much love for you. I don't want you to go to hell. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to correct you. And if you don't want to listen to my correction, okay, that's fine. Now I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to give you an example of what I'm talking about. I'm going to show you why I'm so blessed. I'm going to show you why my life's so clean. I'm going to show you what God is doing through me. And I'm going to show you that God can do it through you. See, if God can clean me up, why he can't clean you up? I'm not better than you. We're not better than nobody. We might be on different levels, different positions, but nobody is better than the other because we all working in different places. The arm is listen, you need everything on your body to operate because the brain sends a message to your arm when you go to the door so that your arm can open the door. Your feet gotta move so you can get to the door. Can I talk to you? The prophet gotta move. The pastor gotta move. The teacher gotta move. Everybody has to move in the certain places so we can clean up the people that come in the church. Because sometimes we have a lot of people come in the church, they're bleeding, they're hurting, they want their life to be cleaned up. But since you don't have your life cleaned up, can I talk to you? You know the scripture. You know what the Bible says. You know what God said. You know the word, but you still fail to work in it. You still fail to do what the word say. That's a sad thing. You know God said, just do what I say. See, if you just obey, God will give you stuff that you didn't even ask for. See, God is not going to let his workers go. He's not going to let you work and slave and work and not bless you. Some people even think that God don't want you to be happy. Show me where that scripture is. They think we can't have fun. No, it don't work that way. We can have some clean fun. Let me talk to you. See, you always think some devilish stuff is fun, and you wonder why so many folks are out their mind because they doing all this crazy stuff, smoking this stuff, drinking this stuff. You going out now, you bipolar, schizophrenic, lost your mind, homosexual, all this type of stuff because you did something you ain't had no business, and God tried to cover you, but since you didn't want God to cover you and clean you up, he's not gonna make you stay. Now he's finna let you go and bust your head. You would have known there was a hole down the street, but if you would have listened to God, you would have never hit it. See, sometimes the mess we get into, we jump into. This must not be God. It wasn't God, because God didn't put you there. That was you.
Lay away by their own design.
God don't want this for my life. He didn't want it for your life, but you didn't listen. Now don't get it confused. God gonna put you through some stuff so he can make you stronger. Because when he clean you up, he gotta give you some power. He gotta give you some strength. Because if all he do is clean me up and send me back out there, I'm gonna be the same way in just a few minutes. It don't take long. You walk around the corner, found some evil, it don't take long. People offer it to you. You want to hit this? You want to sip this? It don't take long. So if you walk out with no power, it don't take long to get back dirty. See, what you got to do is, if you going to get cleaned up, clean it all the way up. Let everything go. See, we hold on to certain things, certain people, we gotta let them go. Because see, what they are stumbling blocks for our life. And we try to figure out why we not moving forward in God. It's because we got these people in our life. I know it's gonna hurt to let them go. I know it's gonna hurt to let them go out your life. But so well, let it be, because God is in your life. And if God is in your life, you won't miss out on nothing. See, we think we're missing out on something, but we're not missing out on nothing. It's nothing. It's a trick of the enemy. Because it look good over here, but when you finally get into it, it ain't good, but now you addicted. Now you smoking every day. Now you on crack. Now you running down the street with no clothes on because you not covered in God. I seen it happen once before. I was at school, and I'm in there, I'm trying to cut the dude hair. And a dude running down the street, no clothes on. He said, I want to be with Jesus. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. And when people get into that certain type of stuff, people think it's funny. They think it's a game. They think, I'm going to just try this and I'm going to quit. What if you tried it, can't quit? What if you get in that mess and can't get out? What if you get messed up and can't get cleaned up? See, if we would take the chances we take with the world with God, how much power will we have? I mean, if we take the choices we take with the world, with God, how much power will we have? If we just try God, if we believe in God, if we just say we the head and not the tail, above and not beneath, the lender and not the borrower, we not gonna want for nothing. If you just do what God says, see, sometimes you want this microwave stuff, and then microwave stuff don't last too long because you got it too quick. Now you gotta let that thing marinate, you gotta let it soak, you gotta let it wait, you gotta wait on it a while. See, because anything you get too fast, you're going to lose it as soon as you get it. Because if you give me $500 and I didn't work for it, it ain't going to take long for it to be gone if I ain't disciplined with money. It ain't going to take long for it to be gone. Now, if I didn't work hard for $500, of course my tithes and offering coming out like it do every Sunday. But for me to just blow it, and I know I got another check coming, and I got stuff I got to take care of. Look, if God put you somewhere, He put you there for a reason. If you not clean, it don't matter, because He put you so you can get cleaned up. See, what you don't realize, sometimes your life could be a testimony for the next person. And you have a lot of time where people, we go through the same situations, and see what happened is God gonna put you in a situation where you going through, and you got another person going through, and they watch how you just let God use you, and you just bring them out just by letting God use you. We don't think that far. We don't think that we can bring somebody else out. We don't think that we are the light of the world. So we need to let our light shine everywhere we go. I don't care if you want to be confrontational. I'm going to tell you what the words say. I'm going to try to get you cleaned up. But you can't get nothing done unless you want it to be done. Because the pastor can preach the message, the most powerful message in the world, and you still go out and do what you want to do. People can come up on the altar, get hands laid on them, fall out, cry, and still go outside and do the same thing they did before they came in here. But till you make up in that choice in your mind to where you want to clean your mind up, clean it from the inside out, you want to renew every day, nothing in your life will change. It's sad that we always worried about what things look like. Because listen, I don't care. I don't care. When that car flipped, it happened too fast for me to be scared. It happened too fast. I just got out. Man told me, man, you need to sit down. You need to sit down. Man, I don't need to sit down. I need to shout. I need to shout. I need to run. I need to see when God cover your life. See this. I mean, boy. My church members, y'all gonna get tired of me telling this testimony, but since God did it, I'm gonna keep telling it. Because, see, sometimes you gotta remember what God did for you so you won't get so big-headed. Because I already got a big head, if y'all can see. I don't need it any bigger head. I don't need to get no arrogant head where God gotta bring me all the way down and I gotta start all the way over. I need something in my life to where I can stay humble. I can stay down until God let me go to a higher place. See, we start putting ourselves up on a pedestal and realize that it don't work long because God didn't put us there. So let God clean you up. Amen. From the inside out. We need to clean up the church, like I said before. If we gonna go outside and be the light of the world, we need to be the light in the church first. We need to clean up the church first, because if the church is not cleaned up and we are not on one accord, how in the world is it possible for me and you as brother and sister in Christ to go out these doors and find people and convert their life? Tell them how good God is. Tell them how God blessed our life. Tell them how God cleaned us up. It's not possible. It's not possible. If I'm really trying to live for God and you just come to church on Sunday, it's not going to work. Because you know what you going to tell me outside of church? We not at church. This ain't Sunday. I don't want to hear that. Get around. You'll find out. See, that's why some people don't want you around them that long, because you really find out that they ain't clean as they say they are. Have a conversation with them after church. Ask them what the pastor preach about. Ask them what they learned. All they did was shout. I ain't saying nothing wrong with shout, but you better get the revelation from God. You better get an understanding so your life can be cleaned up. See, a lot of people, they get to a state of mind where they self-elevated, they self-taught, and that's why they are so ignorant and so stupid and so dumb, because they taught themselves. How in the world is a baby going to teach himself how to write? He don't know what writing is. He just came out the womb. And if you're a babe in Christ, how you going to tell the pastor what to do when he's trying to feed you the food, when he's trying to clean your life up, when he's trying to take all the load off you? We don't realize how much our pastors go through. We don't really appreciate them like we should, because they taking away on every member that comes in that church. They go before God every night over every member that comes in that church. They're praying that your life may be cleaned up because God did it through them. But since God is good. And if you don't understand how good God is, if you don't understand that God rose the dead, He opened blind eyes. Come on, can I talk to you? See, some folks don't believe in miracles. Some folks don't believe in miracles. See, when we get in certain places, we get to where we don't believe that God can really work. We really don't believe that God can make a boy into a man. We don't really believe that God can mature somebody. See, this what happens. This what happens. We see somebody and all we do is talk about them. We don't cover them. See, a lot of times when people cover folks, they cover them just so they can hide them. They don't cover them to clean them up. They cover them to just make them look good so nobody won't see their fault.
That's right.
Anybody got a sheet? One of them long sheets. I'll give you an example. We got into one of the long sheets. All right, I'm gonna give you an example. I gave this example before. Come here, Joseph. Come here. See, I'll give you a good example. This is a young boy. He's lost. He don't know nothing. So, me as being a man of God, or you as being a Christian woman, man of God, your job is not to break them down, because since they are in the church, they came to a realization that they need to be healed, that they need to be set free, that they need to be cleaned up from the inside out. So stop talking about folks when they come into church, and what you need to learn to do is just cover them up.
That's right.
See, cover them up till they get to where they need to be. See, cover them up till they get to a breakthrough. Cover them up till God just move in their life. See, we need to, when we talk about people, we don't know that we kill people. We stunt their growth because we don't believe in them. Stop doubting people. See, but when we cover them long enough and we get them to God, and when we build them up to when they come back out, they are strong enough to take on what God has for them. Now they have been cleaned up from the inside out, and now God can use them because they have allowed, you have allowed your testimony to bless somebody else's life. See, people don't believe it's possible. People don't believe that God can work like that. But I don't know what God you serve, because my God specializes in the impossible. He specializes in the unbelievable. He works in situations like that so that only He can get the glory. See, when we get to that place, where we can learn how to use our life. See, stop hiding everything. If you've been delivered and you know God delivered, sometimes you need to open up what you did in the past to somebody so they can show that, so you can show them that God is real. So you can show them that you ain't always been where you've been, but God changed something in your life. See, we got some folks in the church, they act like they've been sanctified all their life. Even if they did get saved when they was a little child, they didn't work in God like they were supposed to. So you call them a sinner too. They were once something too. They were once doing something they didn't have no business to. Everybody, I don't care who you is, because we all fell short. Everybody. So for you to tell me that you have never sinned, you just sinned again because everybody gonna fall short. You gonna have to go back and repent for something. And if you don't allow God to use you to clean somebody, get the house clean. We need to get this house clean. We need to get each other together. We need to clean each other up. We need to find out what's going on with our brother. We need to find out why his head down, why she looking sad, why that sister ain't on that bitch like she usually be, why that brother missing. We need to start caring and really have love so we can really clean something up. We trying to figure out why the church like it is. It's the people, the spirits the people bring. And you don't be in prayer, so you don't have the discernment to know that something is wrong. Something is out of place. We need to pray. We need to come together in prayer. And don't nobody want to pray no more. We talk about how they had took prayer out of school, but it almost looked like we took it out of church. Because don't nobody come in church with no power. We lost. We lost. We supposed to be walking with God, but we still lost. There's something wrong with that to me. If you say you a child of God, but you never show me God, you never show me how much God you got, you never show me anything. Now, I understand everybody will have their times where they fall short. I understand that, but at the same time, somewhere down the line, I need to see God. I need to see cleanness. You need to put a difference between it. What it say? Put a difference between it.
I'm cleaning.
What else?
Holy and unholy.
Okay, so now that we're going to put a difference between it, clean and unclean, holy and unholy.
Separate.
Since we are holy, we need to come together because all the unclean and unholy folks are together. So since we are holy, we need to get together so we can have a massive cleaning of the city, a massive cleaning of people's lives, cleaning it up. Because see, sometimes we get to people and we tell them what they did wrong. They know what they did wrong. That's why they here. Now our job